Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to North Wick. Today we are in the sheep shed because we've got a pretty exciting time coming this week. We've actually got some calves coming. I think I mentioned that in one of the last videos. So we got 50 bucket calves coming from a farmer that we've had some calves from before. If you've ever seen any of the videos with us, with our techno cattle as we call them, some of the Hereford crosses come from the same place. So I'm just down in our sheep shed. This is where we're going to keep them on milk. We've got 3 empty pens there, and there's also 2 pens there, so I'm just sort of figuring out how we're going to go about doing it. So obviously they need nice dry bed. There's obviously loads and loads of straw piled here, so it'd be nice and easy to bed them up with. They need access to clean water, so I need to clean out the troughs. I haven't decided whether we're going to use the troughs that are already here plumbed in, or whether we'll just put a bucket in the corner, because we've got a hose pipe over there, we can keep it filled up pretty easily. We also need to use some of those small ring feeders as straw racks, so they've got access to straw. I then need to go and pick up some troughs so that they can have access to a little bit of calf cake as well, a little bit of creep. So I'm just sort of trying to get everything ready. We're planning to use this IBC. This had some of the food preservatives that we put on our silage in. So it's empty, I just need to give it a little rinse out. So I'm planning to mix all the milk in that for the calves every day, and then put it on our forklift and gravity feed the milk into the feeders. The feeders haven't actually turned up, they're coming today, so we'll get a look at them hopefully when they turn up. What has arrived is our milk powder, so we're using Blossom. This is the milk powder, it's Volat Blossom. I think it's 23% protein, this one. Yeah, 23% protein. So that should get them going. And then this is an 18% calf pellet. I've seen behind me there whilst I've been talking as well, we got a cow in the shed here. A couple of videos ago we had a lame cow that we brought in and treated. This is that cow. She's still quite lame. She's actually on a course of antibiotics now. She's got quite a swollen front foot. Whether she must have picked up an infection somehow. We actually had the vet here yesterday doing some sheep work, so he took a look at her and she had a slightly raised temperature, and obviously her foot is a little bit swollen, so she's chilling out in here for the time being, which she's loving life. She's out of the rain, she's got some nice hay there, and she gets a little bit of sugar beet to keep her happy. I'm going to go find myself a dung fork, spread that around a bit, and then depending on how well that spreads out, I might even put a second bale in. I'm also going to get myself a rubbish bag and put beside the powder and the bags so that we keep it all clean as we're going along. You right there, Kel? She looks a lot better. You can see already that we're going to need a second bale of straw, so what I'll do is I'll bed up one half with the one I've rolled out, and then we'll get another one and do the back half of the pens. I think that's the most sensible thing to do. Right, we've had a bit of a morning of it, but we've got all the straw in there now. I've got 3 feeders here on the front. I'm going to put a hurdle like that one on the side so the calves don't try and jump out. I still need to get the troughs for their creep and bring them in. We've just had this arrive, so these are the milk feeders, so I'm just partway through unwrapping them now. So we'll get those out and see what they look like in a minute. tools. This goes on the floor like so, and then this goes on the top like so. And that is the feeder. Have I got that right? Dr. Phil's always wanted to do an unboxing, but he's not here at the moment, so he's missing out. Normally we would say we would throw away the instructions because we don't need them, but we'll give them a read. Right, so this is a milk bar. Invert the feeder bowl on the floor. So we've done that, he's upside down. Place base on top. Turn base until all 3 brass threads are directly below the holes. It's there. Oh, I see, you bolt it together and then you tip it up the t'other way. So here we are, 1 times completed feeder in the middle of the pen. I mean, they're light enough that when you want to clean them out, you can just chuck them out, take them outside, run the pressure washer or a hose pipe over them, clean them out properly. We got the IBC on the front of the forklift, got the pipe on the bottom. I'm just going to offer it up to that one in a minute. We'll probably have it outside the pen here but raised up so the pipe goes straight to it, and we'll cut the pipe to length, and then I've got a tap to go on the end. It's got a couple of weird fittings on the minute, but we have actually got some proper fittings for it, so we can turn it off and on in the pen. What I need to do is do like a dummy run with some water with one of the feeders, probably do it outside, so I know how much milk in here is the right amount. And then mark it somehow with either some tape or permanent marker or something, just so I know I'm putting the right amount in, because I haven't got a flow meter or anything. So I'm going to build these other 2 quick, and then we'll put those in the pens as well. Ah, look at this. So this is roughly what we're going to plan to do. This IVC is chained to the headstock of the forklift. Can't quite see it. Up there somewhere. There's a couple of D shackles and a chain, and then I'm going to rest the front on the bar, and then got the hose which will come down and into the feeder. I've got a tap to go on the end of here, so I can turn it off and on there if I want to. There is also a tap on the bottom of the IBC, just in case there's any, I don't know, malfunctions. And then we'll put what we want in this feeder, move the forklift over there, put the next feeder in, and Bob's your uncle. Right, so I've done about all I can do for the minute until the morning. I've got to go do some pre-emergent spraying whilst the weather's on our side, so I'm going to do that now. All the buckets are in place, ready for the calves tomorrow when they turn up. The only things I've got left to do is I've got to pick up a couple fittings from Southwest Fixings for the tap on the end of the hose, so I'll do that on the way to work in the morning. We'll clear up a bit of rubbish here. Once they're in there, we're going to put the troughs in either side of the gate for their creep or their calf cake. Fill up these racks with a bit of straw. I'm thinking straw as opposed to hay. Don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. We'll see what they eat, because they might eat a bit of their bedding to start with as well. And then we're pretty much there. One thing I did just make, I bought this plasterer's paddle, look, to mix up the milk in the IBC, but it was only this long and I couldn't get to the bottom of the tank, so I cut the ends off a fencing stake and welded it on in the middle there. Now I've got this girt big mixer. Some boy. Definitely start to feel like autumn is definitely here. My body warmer now in the mornings. Right, so next day, calves are coming sometime this afternoon. I've been and picked up some hose tails for the tap for this IBC, so I can get that all sorted. Got some Jubilee clips because I didn't have any of those. And then we are nearly there, I think. I'll get rid of this pallet and the rubbish. Plenty of straw in there for them. Oh, I need to bring down a scale, a weigher to weigh out some powder, so I know how much to put in. That cow is mooing because I haven't given her a sugar beet this morning. It's funny, you bring a cow in for like 3 days, give him a bit of sugar beet, and then if you don't give it to him, They go mental at you. Come on. You'll be trained to a bag now, won't you? Eh? Fit this tap together anyway, and then that bit's done. And then all I'm waiting on is some calves. You might have noticed there's only me here on my own at the minute. One of the farm team yesterday had a positive COVID test, so we all had to go and get a PCR test, and everyone had to go home apart from a couple of us to look after the animals here. But everyone so far has had a negative PCR test, so we're all back on site at the moment. So hopefully COVID will not rear its ugly head around work, but this seems to be life at the minute, doesn't it? Right, we are all done in there, I think. We've got some smaller troughs here now. I just think these big ones are a bit too big for young calves. So we've got these that we can feed their calf cake in. Already in there. I just got the forklift here with one of the feeders. We're going to do a dummy run using the tap. So our tap you can see here on the side. Try and hook it with our length of pipe. I don't quite know where I'm going to put you guys, but the plan is you put the pipe in there like so. And then I can open the tap. So I can open the tap on the IBC, which I can now see leaks. A lot of cop, and then open the tap of this thing and set it up to the desired level. So this will obviously be milk. And then hopefully just like that we've got a feeder full of milk. Obviously there's no water in there now. Calves will suck on these teats. So we can get 20 calves around one of these feeders, and we're going to have groups of 17, 2 groups of 17, 1 group of 16. So I brought it out here to try it just so it's near a drain so I can dip the water away. But should be all good. And then depending on how they treat these once they finish their milk, they're going to bash them around the pen because they're not overly heavy. When they haven't got any liquid in them, we can either just chuck them out over the gate, which will make them easy to clean. I can bring them out here and clean them then. Or if they're not going to bash them, we can leave them in there. But yeah, quite happy this is working. We have got a little leak on here. I don't know whether that's just I can get an O-ring or something to go in there. We're going to have a look. But it's only leaks when this is on. Managed to go and find myself a washer, or Craig found a washer to go in there. Just that middle bit there. So I think we are as near as we are ever going to be to ready. So just waiting for some calves to turn up now, so we'll see you when they turn up. So he is, man of the herd. No calves. Snooping. Them lot down the end are beating up their feet. Alright chaps. He must be one of the older ones, I'd say. Is there an old chap? Oh. He's sucking already. He'll feed in the morning. Hope so. Where's the white one? There he is. Real friendly. Say that, he runs away. They've eaten a bit of hay already, haven't they? Sky's making friends. Where's the little terrier? Ah, Elsie. Ratting.
Thanks, sir. The squirrel in it.
They're drinking a lot of water as well. So that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Who's the car?
No, he's fine.
Oh, you got water. Just something to rub against, I suppose, isn't it? Probably a little bit high for him, but I don't do a lot about it.
I expect if you got like a gallon can,
Yes.
a plastic gallon can, and hung one there and one there, there'd be one
Just whacking it.
knocking it.
Hello. Yeah, I have no milk.
Well,
This guy's stuffing his face. Oh, he's gone away now. He's stuffing his belly over there. Here's Whitey. Hello, sir. Friendly? Oh. Yes. Probably I need to wash my hands. Want to have a drink? Yes. Look at that. Drinking.
did you just tell him to have a drink?
Yeah.
That's it.
Can't beat it. Hey, buddy. Hello. Oh, I've left the gate in.
No, that's pretty good.
Mistake number one. Come on, back in your pen. Back in your pen. Got away with it.
He's still going.
I'll be sacked as car freer if I let them escape
I don't think he will.
within 4 hours of them
No,
getting here.
no.
He's having a right old time back there, isn't he? Oh. I'm back to this area tomorrow, I suppose.
Is there a chance of it?
Yeah, you'd hope so. Well, there you are. The calves have arrived. We'll try and feed them their first feed of milk in the morning and see how that goes. Hopefully we can get them all to feed. I suspect there'll be a few that don't want to go onto those buckets, but that's the joy of rearing calves. But they seem quite happy in there. They're nibbling at their hay and drinking water, which is always good, and eating a bit of that calf creep that we just put in front of them then. The Bowman's about to overtake me in the Hilux. He's loving life. I don't know where his dogs are. Oh, there's one. Go on, Elsie, catch up! Meow. But there we are. So if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 9 AM. You can follow me on my socials. They'll be on the bottom of the screen now. And until the next one, cheerio.